Well, a new White House report shows 2012 was the most expensive year on record for regulatory costs, coming in at $19 billion.
Well, but could that total actually go even higher? Joining us now is Sabrina Schaeffer, Executive Director of the Independent Women's Forum. Good morning to you.
Hey, Sabrina.
Good morning. Hi.
So I was just sitting here looking at that number there, thinking, what do you think it's going to be in 2013 this year with the Health Care Act?
Right. Wait till Obamacare goes into full effect. But, you know, actually, I was a little surprised at just how low that number is. The Competitive Enterprise Institute puts out a report on the cost of regulations every year called 10,000 Commandments, and they estimated that in 2012 the cost was closer to $2 trillion on the economy. But either way, this $19 billion is a hidden tax on American families and American businesses, and it could not come at a worse time as we are really seeing the economy is very sluggish. We've been at, hovering at 8% unemployment for over a year. More and more people are dropping out of the labor market. So this is very, very concerning.
Well, and it's very troubling too when this administration is touting transparency, and you're telling us that the numbers are actually even higher.
That's right, and I think that sort of hidden in all of this is what this means for businesses. I mean, one of the reasons it's a problem for business is the compliance issue. We have, if you look at the recent disaster in Texas, one of the problems was, well, who was regulating what? Well, you have state regulators, you have federal regulators, you have the EPA, the Department of Energy, you have Homeland Security. There's so many layers of regulation that it doesn't actually make a safer or a more efficient society.
Well, I mean, let's talk about, you just talked about some of the culprits there. Maybe culprits is the wrong word. The EPA, Department of Transportation, HHS. How does this hurt the economy, there's so much regulation?
Well, I think when we are looking at an economy that is sluggish at best, we want to be able to encourage growth. We want to encourage certainty. We want to decrease government regulation and give businesses more opportunity to invest their resources in the ways that they think are most suitable for their needs. One of the things that sort of comes to mind here in Washington for me is that, look, these are not elected officials. The government bureaucrats at the EPA or the Department of Education, they are setting all of these rules and regulations, but they are not elected. So, for instance, in 2011, Congress passed and the President signed 81 bills into law, but the federal regulatory agencies passed more than 3,800 laws. So it's really regulation without representation, and I think that is something that should concern all of your viewers.
So we're getting in the way of ourselves, is what you're saying.
Absolutely. We are preventing businesses from investing in the way that they know is best. And at a time when the economy is really struggling, we need to free things up, not clamp down on things.
Yeah, and businesses shouldn't be left in the dark when they're the ones who are affected. They need to be able to plan for the future. Thank you so much, Sabrina Schaeffer. We appreciate your time this morning. 18 minutes after the